watch me finish up my base routine while I tell you about some not so fun news I received today. So if you have ever been through the disability process applying to it, you know that it's rough. So I have Ehlers-Danlos, chronic migraines, and dysautonomia. I have postural orthostatic tachycardia and neurocardiogenic syncope. If you faint within like a 6-month period, you're legally not allowed to drive. And because I not only faint so frequently, but I go into what's called pre-syncope so often, my cardiologist basically told me no driving. And on top of that, being on the road is a massive migraine trigger. So I'm not only doing this to protect myself, but everybody else on the road. And this is coming from someone who passed her driver's test on the first try, mind you. So I decided to apply for disability as my dysautonomia makes itself more apparent and my joint pain from the Ehlers-Danlos gets worse. So you have to reach out to your doctors, you have to fill out all their paperwork, you have to go through everything, and then they send you for an exam. They sent me for a psych eval. And I have to say that the guy who gave me the eval was a massive asshole. And it was the filthiest doctor's office I've ever been in. Papers on the floor, there were stains on the walls and the floor. Things were just out of order. It looked like the place hadn't been dusted in 10 years. And I'm thinking to myself, if this is where disabled people are going for their cases, is this what we're supposed to accept? Are we supposed to accept not only being dehumanized by the whole process, but also being subjected to walking into an office that looks like a fucking biohazard? So I take propranolol to stop the palpitations from my POTS and neurocardiogenic syncope. He marks it off as being a psychological med. And I'm explaining to him that's not what I take that for. I take Lexapro for that purpose. I take 5 milligrams of Lexapro. And he's like, oh, I'm sure that it has added benefits. And then he just keeps talking over me. And there was like a 5-minute gap where he wasn't asking me any questions at all and was just typing on his computer. It's been about 2 weeks since I had that exam and I got my decision in today. I want to start by I had to sit here and organize all these papers on my own because they shoved them in an envelope entirely out of order. It says that I am not disabled by their rules. Kept from doing any kind of substantial gainful activity, and the condition must last or be expected to last for at least 12 months in a row or result in death. Ehlers-Danlos is a genetic condition with which I was born. And on the very last page of the decision, they say, I allege a severe cardiac impairment, but heart testing shows that I have satisfactory function of your heart. Which is true. POTS is not a heart condition, it's a neurologic condition, but I never alleged having a severe cardiac impairment. I have dysautonomia in the form of postural orthostatic tachycardia syndrome and neurocardiogenic syncope. I have no idea if I would like to go through with an appeal or not. I can't afford an attorney.